Last couple coming into line. Jeremiah Bullfrog to go up with Marinello and Marquest to come up. Right on starting time. Romantic Sea is ready. And Jeremiah Bullfrog to come forward now. Now Jeremiah Bullfrog is proving to be a little bit of a handful behind the gates. Just seems to pull back once it gets up near the line here. The attendant's coming over to give the rider a hand, and that's Norman Weymouth, and the horse has gone up. Marinello going up now. And Marquest to come up, and the 7 runners will be set to go on the first for the evening. On this, the Grosby Gold Cup for 2000. As Marquest comes in, Count Virgo on the inside. Marquest is linked up. They stand. Stalls are back and they're off and running in the opening race tonight, and over on the inside Count Virgo bounced quickly, immediately headed off by Romantic Sea, who's run to the front from Count Virgo Super Classic going forward. A length further back then Striking Archway up fourth on the first turn from Marinello. 2 lengths further back Jeremiah Bullfrog, and last of all Marquest. Into the back of the 1200 metre mark, Romantic Sea in front, inclined to over race a little out in front and going a little bit hard. It led by just on a length 2 Striking Archway, 3 further back Count Virgo, ahead the outside Super Classic, 3 further back Marinello, 2.5 Jeremiah Bullfrog, and 2 to Marquest, given a crack with a whip last of all. On that turn at the 900 metre mark, and Romantic Sea about a half length in front of Striking Archway on the outside, 2.5 to Super Classic on the outside of Count Virgo, fourth the rail, 3 further back Marinello, 2 further back Jeremiah Bullfrog, and Marquest outside it. Coming up the side of the 700 metre mark, Romantic Sea the favourite on the fence, a neck in front of, on the outside of it, Striking Archway, Super Classic third, ridden along, given a crack with a whip third, then Count Virgo, Marinello went around it, and 3 lengths further back Jeremiah Bullfrog and Marquest. Striking Archway got its head in front of Romantic Sea before the turn, got a half length Romantic Sea. Marinello running on well, a length further back Super Classic, a gap Count Virgo and Jeremiah Bullfrog. Striking Archway the leader on the turn, with Marinello coming out after it. They've come away from Romantic Sea. Striking Archway tackled by Marinello. They got close together, but Marinello's put its head in front with 180 to go, and Marinello here, Preble drawing clear, got nearly a length, now a length in front of Striking Archway, and Marinello has come from back in the field to win by 3/4 to Striking Archway. 5 away third Super Classic, then Romantic Sea followed by Jeremiah Bullfrog, a gap to Count Virgo and Marquest last of all. Number 5 Marinello in the Testarossa colours. Number 5 Marinello, of 10 in the second over the 1200 metres. Now Palace Chief goes to the gates, and they're set to go. Super Suave, the inside runner, about to break. Stalls back racing. All Super Suave seemed to jump in the air and missed it about a length and a half, and it got back to last with Opener. Beat House away, running and landed in front here, led by a length to After Class Kalshiki, El Nino, and moving up in the middle now as This Is Real. 3/4 Palace Chief Maruch, a length for the back Wild Edition, followed by Opener and Super Suave. Boot Hose off the fence is now joined and headed by After Class, who railed up on the turn at the 800 to lead a half length Boot Hose. A length and a half Kalshiki tracking wide but third. In on the fence El Nino, This Is Real the middle. 2 further back Maruch, outside at Palace Chief. There followed the inside by Wild Edition. 1 further back is Opener. Super Suave last of all inside the 600. After Class, a neck in front of Boot Hose. A half length Kalshiki, and they left the fence, and getting up on the inside El Nino's got a beautiful run through. El Nino's rail right up on the inside to hit the lead now on the point of the turn from Boot Hose. After Class has gone from Kalshiki. This Is Real under pressure. Wild Edition back to the rail, and then Maruch and Palace Chief. Super Suave wide. El Nino with the rails run at the 200 though, moved 2 lengths in front of Boot Hose, and Kalshiki down the middle running home well. A gap then out wide is Opener with a long run, but it's El Nino in front. It's got a good lead from Kalshiki and Opener at El Nino. El Nino scores on the run to the line, a length and a half Kalshiki. Ahead third Opener, This Is Real fourth. Then further back Boot Hose from Palace Chief Maruch. A gap in the race into Wild Edition. Super Suave seemed to blow it at the start, and last of all in the race is After Class. Number 8. Number 8 El Nino, written by... 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 Number 8 El And the last one coming up is Borodina. Borodina goes into line. They're set to go. 1600 the trip. Not quite ready, Borodina. Just had a trump out behind the gate. It's shut closed now. Signal to stand up. Racing. Came away in a pretty good line too after the start. Grand Seattle was dropping back, and one of the first out, grey line near the inside was Sorcery. Away quickly is Snarbell. Further out in the centre with Borodina, and wider out on the track settling down is Panorama View. Grey line on the inside of Borodina. Snarbell may just have its head in front. It's 3 out on the outside, nearly 3 in line, and around the outside goes Panorama View from Corchet Sorcery as Borodina took up the lead now from Panorama View, Grey line and Snarbell. A length further back, Corchet fifth on the outside of Sorcery. One then further back was Diane's Mess. They're followed on the inside by Spy Tingler, followed the outside of it by My Lady Rose. Further back, Grand Seattle, followed by Flotsam, and Bajetta's 2 lengths away last of all. Going down the back now and over on the inside, Borodina ahead in front now from outside. It is Panorama View. A length and a half, Snarbell third, fourth the inside, Grey line. 2 further back was Corchet Sorcery, the inside from Diane's Mess. They're followed by Spy Tingler, Grand Seattle, followed by My Lady Rose. 2 to Flotsam and Bajette last of all. At the 650 metre mark now, it's Borodina about a neck in front. Outside it's still at the moment and putting pressure on the leader now, Panorama View. It's gone up to head off on the inside, Borodina. Snarbell is quickly joining in. It's gone up now to tackle the leader. Grand Seattle off the track from Diane Smiths, and Grey line ran into trouble. Lost ground and further back, Corchet. On the outside, Snarbell got on terms with Panorama View. A neck the outside, Grand Seattle when they turn. They're 2.5 in front from My Lady Rose. Snarbell, Panorama View turning. It's Snarbell getting the lead from Panorama View. Grand Seattle further out. Snarbell a neck in front, Grand Seattle after it. Snarbell the inside, about a half neck in front. Grand Seattle having a dick at it, and on the line, Grand Seattle a neck on the line to Snarbell. A length third, Diane's Miss. Fourth on the inside would have been Panorama View. Then further back, Spine Tingler. Behind those, My Lady Rose from Sorcery. Then Corchet. Grey line ran into trouble before the turn. Further back, Bajette. With it is Flotsam. And Absolute is Borodina. Oh, here's a boulder. $36 on the tape. Number 6, Grand Seattle. Come up with Dosh and they'll be ready. John's brother in. They're just about ready to go. Happy Forest drawn in. Nostrovia settles. Stalls back there racing. Almighty Yeller and also Nostrovia a little bit tardy off the mark, and Power in Motion away running from the outside, landed in front here. Happy Forest hunting up on the inside to try and keep it out. Great speed early. It's Power in Motion 3/4 in front. Happy Forest has railed up on it. 3/4 further back in the race, then Bright Spark. Nostrovia travels deep around John's brother, followed by Almighty Yeller, and those leaders went very hard. Further back in the race then came Blofeld and 4 lengths Dosh last of all. 650 out, Power in Motion off the fence has worked hard. Off the rail about 3/4 in front. Nostrovia's gone around the outside. Happy Forest back on the inside, followed by Bright Spark. Just behind those, Almighty Yeller, a length further back, John's brother. 1 further back, Blofeld, and 3 last of all, Dosh. Power in Motion well off the fence, 2 lengths in front of Happy Forest before the turn. Then Almighty Yeller third, further back, Blofeld trying to get out, trying to weave its way through. Power in Motion very deep in front, led by 2 to Happy Forest, and Blofeld into the clear, starting to run on then John's brother. Power in Motion straightened up, Blofeld back to the inside of it now, finishing off well. Power in Motion getting tired, Blofeld going after it. Then John's brother, Power in Motion grabbed by Blofeld. Blofeld in front, Power in Motion kicking back, but Blofeld scores a neck on the line, Power in Motion. 2 away third, John's brother, a gap in the race, Happy Forest. Then Dosh from Almighty Yeller, for the back Bright Spark, and Nostrovia last of all. Finished a bit too well here, Blofeld number 7. Number 7. Last one goes up, Anxiety Attack, and they'll be set to go. Ready now. Signal. Racing. Out in a fair line, final way bounced away quickly. Silk Shamrock began well. Over on the inside, just behind those settling down, Fireball as Silk Shamrock runs to the lead early. Felix the Cat is pushing up in the centre. On the first turn, Silk Shamrock led from Felix the Cat and final way, and Fireball fourth, Planet King fifth. Then Danish Habit followed by Southern Crown. Sayorota's 3 out and about 2 lengths further back, Rustic Mist. It's back second last and 3 to Anxiety Attack. Down the back in search of the 1,000 metre mark, and the leader here, Silk Shamrock, a length in front of of Felix the Cat, 2 lengths further back Fireball, a half to final way fourth, 3 further back Danish Habit. In the middle there is further back Planet King and Sayer Road 3 out, a length and a half Southern Crown. They're running along in front, 2 lengths further back Rustic Mist, about 8 lengths off them and 5 lengths to Anxiety Attack. 600 metres out down the side, the leader is Silk Shamrock, 3/4 in front of Felix the Cat, and final way is on the outside third. Fireball is fourth, fifth in the middle is Sayer Road, then Planet King, Danish Habit back to the inside, pull to the outside Southern Crown, 2 lengths further back Rustic Mist. It's got a big job to do from there, and 3 to Anxiety Attack. Silk Shamrock before the turn, 350 out, nearly a length in front of final way. Felix the Cat is struggling, then Fireball, and further back in the race Sayer Road from Southern Crown, and now Rustic Mist getting a wriggle on, but Silk Shamrock straightened up by over a length the final way. Sayer Road to the outside, then Fireball, and further back Southern Crown. Silk Shamrock down at the 150, a half in front of final way. Silk Shamrock and final way moving up to Silk Shamrock, final way on the outside, and Silk Shamrock final way ahead on the line to Silk Shamrock. 2 away third Sayer Road, then Fireball, further back Southern Crown, a gap then to Rustic Mist. Felix the Cat dropped out from Anxiety Attack, Danish Habit and Planet King is last of all. Final way, too strong. Number 6, great start for Saturday, and they're set to go. They stand, the stall's back and they're off and running. Came out in a good line too. Prior Opportunity, one of the first away out of the 3. Beginning well as Zataya out in the middle to take it up early. Over on the inside is Dynasty Dash, and further out Ruby Treese. A little wide on the track coming down the straight now, Hindu Dancer. The leader is Prior Opportunity from Zataya and Dynasty Dash. Ruby Treese quickly got up to fourth, going out of the straight now, and they're followed on the outside there a little wide as Hindu Dancer out of the straight. They're followed by Scenic Island over on the inside from Exclusive Forte as they drop the speed in front. Then How Big, further back is Namur. They're followed by Musandan, Rainbows for Me, and 2 lengths last of all is Scenic Island going down towards the 1400 metre mark, and Zataya moves away by nearly 2 lengths to Prior Opportunity. A length further back in the race, then running third the outside Hindu Dancer, over on the inside Dynasty Dash, and further back in the race then Ruby Treese fifth, one off the fence. A length further back in the race then Exclusive Forte as they go to the back. In on the inside then came further back Scenic Lady, How Big. On the outside of it, a length further back Namur from Musandan, Rainbows for Me, and last of all is Scenic Island. Down the back they race at the 1100 metre mark, and Zataya led by a length and a half. Exclusive Forte is going forward, goes up second. Third back in the middle now is Hindu Dancer, a length further back Prior Opportunity. 2 lengths further back Ruby Treese fifth, and they're followed by Dynasty Dash. How Big outside at a length further back, then came Scenic Lady. 3/4 into Musandan, followed by Namur, then Scenic Island and Rainbows for Me. Coming down the side at the 700 metre mark, Zataya led by about a half length. Moving up in the middle again is Hindu Dancer. Exclusive Forte is wide and starting to wind up now as Ruby Treese pushing up in the middle. How Big is outside it. Back to the inside, Prior Opportunity, then Musandan, and further back was Scenic Lady. Zataya led by 3/4 to Ruby Treese up on the outside. How Big went up third at the 300 metre mark, a length and a half further back Scenic Lady. Just in front of it, Hindu Dancer. The leader on the turn, Zataya. They got away a length and a half in front of Ruby Treese, and further back How Big, but Zataya straightened up 2 in front down at the 200 from How Big down the outside, then further back Scenic Lady. Zataya out in front at the 100 metre mark. It's home. Zataya safely holding How Big at bay. Rainbows for Me running on late, but Zataya wins in the run home about 4 lengths. How Big second. Rainbows for Me has grabbed third. Scenic Lady is fourth. The gap in the race further back Hindu Dancer. Ruby Treese didn't come on. Further back in the race then came Scenic Island. Then Prior Opportunity. Further back Musandan. Dynasty Dash and well back Namur. And Exclusive Forte is near the tail. Just about set. Lights blinking away for the start. Here's Ronnie has gone up. And they stand and they're ready to go. Stoll's back and they're racing. Away to a good start too, with Here's Ronnie on the outside, one of the first away. He jumped in front. Sheer Kingston is prominent. So is Pastor Express, and close up there when they settle into stride now is Yammer. Crystalero over on the inside, and Ancient City up about fourth early from Cronus. Up to the first turn they race, and Here's Ronnie coming over and leads the cup field. A length and a half in front now from Crystalero. They're followed further back by Pastor Express up close third. Sheer Kingston fourth but wide, followed by Yammer. Further back Ancient City. Blue Murders over on the inside, back behind those Cronus, and Ultra Smuggers out deep. Then Royal Caliph and further back Brew. Bohemoth as they come down the home straight. Then Yippee-Yi-Yo, who's dropping out towards the tail, and the hind is last of all. Down to the winning post with a lap to go in the Gold Cup, and the leader is Ronnie. 3/4 to Ultra Smug, striding up second. A length for the back, Pastor Express third. On the inside then, fourth is Crystalero. Further back, Cronus caught a little wide around Sheer Kingston. Yammer the inside. Then Bohemoth, 3 deep around the outside of Ancient City. Blue Murders over on the fence. 2 to Raw Caliph, a length then to Brew. 2 to Yippee-Yi-Yo, and 3 last of all the hind. 1,500 metres to go in the Gold Cup. And the leader on the inside is Ronnie, about a length in front. Up on the outside is Ultra Smug, and Crystalero now third. Pastor Express, the favourite, getting a nice run up fourth. Yammer fifth back on the inside, and Cronus is out 3 deep. Back in the middle is Sheer Kingston. Blue Murder is tucked away over on the inside, midfield, outside at Ancient City. Racing 3 deep on the outside, Behemoth. 2 further back is Brew over on the inside, Raw Caliph. 2 to Yippee-Yi-Yo, and 5 to the hind, given a crack with a whip last of all. 1,000 to go down the back in the Cup, and here's Ronnie on top. 3/4 to Ultra Smug. A little bit more pace there, about 2.5 to 3 further back, Crystalero. Inside, Pastor Express is now a clear third. Crystalero fourth, a length and a half then to Cronus. Around the outside of Yammer being ridden up in the middle. 2 further back is Bohemoth, and further back in the race in Ancient City, Blue Murder. Brewers pulled out wide, 2 to Yippee-Yi-Yo from Raw Caliph, and Sheer Kingston has dropped right out as they run to the 650 metre mark now, and the leader is Ronnie, with Yammer looming up on the outside and Cronus wider out on the track. Then Pastor Express, and Brew's putting in a run around the outside. 2 lengths further back, Yippee-Yi-Yo starting to wind up. Then Bohemoth and Ancient City. Cronus got up to Yammer. Brew makes a line of 3 and joins them now. 2 lengths to Yippee-Yi-Yo, the old timer coming home well. Brew, Cronus, Yammer the inside, a length further back, Yippee-Yi-Yo. They turn for home now. Out wide it's Brew, getting to the lead from Yammer. Down the outside, Yippee-Yi-Yo with a late run. Brew's gone for home. He's drawn a length and a half in front. Yippee-Yi-Yo stride by stride coming at him. Yippee-Yi-Yo going up to Brew. Brew and Yippee-Yi-Yo. Yippee-Yi-Yo's put his head in front. Ollie's got him home. Yippee-Yi-Yo wins it ahead on the line to Brew. 3 away third, Cronus, then Bohemoth. Then Yammer. Further back he is Ronnie, a gap to Ancient City. Pastor Express didn't come on from Raw Caliph, followed by Crystalero. A long gap in the race to Blue Murder. Just coming in Ultra Smug, and Sheer Kingston is cantering down to the line last of all. Yippee-Yi-Yo. Yippee-Yi-Yo. The judge called. Petagina goes up, Tina's debut, Lungano. Apparel coming up with Melbourne Crown. Only about 3 of them to come forward now for the last on the card. Tonight's crowd figure 11,200 tonight. 11,200, that's up 1,200 on last year's program. Lungano coming up to complete the line. Just about ready. Signal given. Ready for the final event. Stalls are back and they're off and running. Came out in a good line too. Mystic Lass, one of the first out. Lungano and Melbourne Crown going forward out wide. Petagina's showing some good speed and quickly gets through the pack to get its head in front. Emotional Success has gone up with it now, a length and a half. Lungano. Melbourne Crown from Shana Zodiac, a half further back is Mystic Lass. Then Apparel, a length and a half further back, Harlem Gold, Tina's debut, and 2 to Whoopie Right. Around the first turn at the 850. Petagina on the inside, just in front of Emotional Success. A length further back, Lungano's gone up third out wide. A length and a half, Melbourne Crown, followed by Apparel. Mystic Lass, Shana Zodiac, the fence. 2 lengths, Tina's debut, Harlem Gold, and last of all, Whoopie Ride. Mystic Lass lost some ground at the 500 metre mark. Emotional Success just in front of Lungano on terms on the outside, going up to it. Petagina struggling third, then came Apparel to the outside. 2 lengths, Shana Zodiac on the outside. Lungano hit the front of the 350 metre mark and drew a length and a half in front from Emotional Success, and then Apparel, and further back then Whoopie Ride, followed by Shana Zodiac. But Lungano's gone for home and shot 4 lengths in front. In the straight now from Apparel, then Emotional Success and Whoopie Ride down the outside. But Lungano, the rider, sitting quietly on this one. It canters home, eased up at the post, and wins by 2.5. Whoopie Ride second, third home Apparel. They're followed by Harlem Gold, Emotional Success, Mystic Lass, then Shana Zodiac, further back Tina's debut, a gap to Melbourne Crown, and Petagina last of all. Well, let's trot it in there, number 2. Number 2.